Hey friends, welcome back to another speed build. I hope your day is going wonderful. Today I am building a converted fire station, and I'm doing kind of a mini series of what I'm calling like Christmas village builds. So if you aren't familiar, I'm going to put up a picture of kind of the inspiration for this one. But basically, Christmas village sets are just like little miniature houses and businesses and things like that, that a lot of people like to collect and use to decorate for the holidays. And I thought it would be fun to try to recreate some of them here in Windenburg. I thought this would be a really good setting for kind of Christmassy sort of builds. So this is based off of a fire station, and I'm basically kind of pretending that it's been converted into apartments. So it's basically a duplex. There's one unit on each side, the left and the right, and they're both two-story units, and they both have a pretty good sized living space, kitchen, dining area, and then 3 bedrooms, and I guess technically 2.5 baths. So pretty good sized units overall. And the right unit will actually be kind of customized for a household that I got off of the gallery, simply called the Roommates Household. So I'll put a picture up. So if you want to download them, they seem like pretty cool Sims. So I downloaded them. And yeah, and then the other side is pretty basic. I didn't really customize it for any specific sim. I just wanted it to be at least kind of basically or like minimally furnished, so you could move a family in there if you wanted to. I end up using a lot of horse ranch stuff on that side. I'm not really sure why. So yeah, hopefully you have that pack. But I'm sure this build also uses like every pack, so apologies about that. I really need to do another like base game, either just base game or like base game, maybe like 1 or 2 other packs. So if you have any thoughts on that, let me know if there's something you would like to see. So to mimic the garage look, I used these arches from, I believe they were from Jungle Adventure. I thought those looked really nicely, and they kind of coordinated with the windows, at least the stone ones. So I thought that worked out nicely. And then I used the, it looks like a garage door from City Living, but you can actually paint on it. So there's that version. There is actually a decorative version of that kind of garage door item from City Living that's like already painted, which I guess I could have used, but I don't know. I kind of like the clean garage door look for this. And I did one on each side of the wall to make it, look like an actual garage door. And then the exterior doors and the stone windows are from University, I believe. And I really liked how those worked with the arch and the stone, like the brick and everything. So I thought that worked out nicely. And I was a little bit conflicted on if I wanted to use red brick, since I was building this in Windenburg and everything there has that kind of like Tudor look. But obviously I decided to keep the red brick, just since, it matched the inspiration pick. And I feel like that's very, I don't know, it really makes you think of a fire station. So I left that, but obviously you could very easily change it if you'd prefer. And I built this after For Rent came out, and I was having a lot of issues trying to convert this from just a regular residential to a rental. And I don't know, I took all my mods out, and that didn't seem to be the issue, and I put them back in, restarted the game, did a whole bunch of stuff, and eventually it worked. So I don't know if maybe there was like an update that came out or something, but yeah, I was having a lot of issues trying to set it, but it should be uploaded to the gallery correctly now. So hopefully it, works properly. And for the walls, I decided to keep all of the exterior walls brick. It kind of show the like original structure. Although now I'm realizing that the wall in the middle probably shouldn't be brick, because I would imagine that would be put up kind of after the fact. I doubt it was 2 separate things. So, just ignore that. That's just an oversight, I guess. You can, paint that if you'd like, or if you, want the brick, obviously, you can keep that as well. And here in the kitchen, I go for a more industrial look with these base game counters. I thought they suited the build pretty well. And then I use kind of different appliances that I thought would match in well. And I cut it out, but I did struggle a bit for upper cabinetry, just because the one that is supposed to match these counters, I don't really like at all. I really don't think they match even that well. So I didn't want to use those, so I decided to use these ones from the Vampire Pack, I believe. And I went with the green swatch, just since I thought it was a little bit more interesting. Maybe they decided to, paint those differently than the bottom cabinets. And then I used, I think that table came with the Industrial Loft kit. Same with the bar stools. I don't remember for sure though. I'm like 86% sure. But obviously that matched in really nicely. And then I just added in some different clutter items for the kitchen. I'll add in a microwave and a coffee machine as well, just for just more items for your Sims to have. So a little bit about the Sims that I downloaded from the gallery. There are 3 of them. There is Charlotte, Simone, and Asa. Charlotte is, her traits are childish, bro, and dance machine, and she has the party animal aspiration. Simone, her traits are hates children, unflirty, and art lover. And her aspiration is to be a best-selling author. And then Asa is a cat lover, dance machine, and glutton, and he wants to be a bodybuilder. And of course, their personalities will show through a bit more in their bedrooms. But I was also thinking, especially while I was building the living room here, is that maybe they are, they're younger, they don't have quite as much money, so they, got a lot of stuff at IKEA, hence the Dream Home Decorator TV stand and everything. And one annoying thing about that is, so they have the floor version of the TV stand, and then they have a wall mounted one. And the wall mounted one, it will disappear when the walls are down, but it also makes anything on it disappear, including the TV, which I did not realize it would do that. So that was really annoying. I'm really glad that I play tested this before I uploaded it, because that was really bizarre. The TV, the walls, I usually do cutaway when I'm in regular live mode. So yeah, the TV was just gone. I was like, okay, that's cool. Same with the bookshelf, because I used the wall mounted one. So I did have to switch those out, which is a little bit annoying. Especially for the TV stand, because the floor one has the door on one side, and then the wall mounted one has the door and shelves mirrored. So you can't really have 2 of them next to each other without it looking weird. So kind of weird and annoying. And now I'm in Simone's room, doing all of her decor. And I really loved the swatch on this rug, so I wanted to carry through that green and kind of this sort of, kind of medium tone wood through the, kind of the wood on the furniture. So yeah, I thought that was nice. And then I also imagine Simone is kind of the mom of the friend group. So she gets a little bit nicer bedroom. She gets the ensuite bathroom, because she does kind of a lot of the household things for the other 2, since they're more into partying and just having a good time. So she kind of makes sure things don't burn down or anything like that. So I thought that was a fair trade. And then I realized that Charlotte's room, the one on the right, was going to be larger than Simone's. So I decided to add in the kind of built-in closets. I thought that would be nice, especially for Asa's room, because he has the smallest one. So he doesn't need to have a whole nother wardrobe in that smaller room. And for Charlotte, I also imagine that, along with being a wanting to be a party animal, she's also into music and being a DJ. So I will add in a DJ booth here in a second, and I thought that made kind of helped with her character a bit. And I decided to, after while I was playtesting it, I also added in the media production table item from Get Famous for creating music and whatnot. So I added that in there too, and I think that really kind of helps solidify her interests. And I did use a bit of the high school years decor items in Charlotte's room, just since, I think she's a bit younger, maybe just like fresh out of high school on her own. So her style, leans younger. I thought that worked well for her, kind of her traits and personality and everything. So I think it looked nice in there, and those records are, obviously help with her interest in music. And I think I might like Ace's room the best, just because he has, or like I put the 4-poster bed, all the way against this wall. It feels, very cozy in there. And he's got that giant window that looks out onto the square. And I put the TV kind of combo item from Tiny Living, right at the end of his bed. And I did play test it. It does work, pretty much as normal. The only thing is there is a bookcase built into it, so the sim themselves won't be able to like get stuff out of it or put away books in it. But you can still like open it and like drag from your inventory. And then the stereo is also a little bit weird. Like you have to turn on the stereo first and then they'll listen to it. And like they won't, if you just say like listen to, the radio station, they won't do that. So a little bit weird, but everything else works. And I thought the look was kind of what I was going for. So I decided to keep that in there. And yeah, got in a chess table here in the landing. Have to have that in there. And I did also add a workout bench in Ace's room since he wants to be a bodybuilder. I thought that would make sense for him. And then I'm just finishing up this unit with some detail items. I wanted to make sure I put some stuff on the TV stand there, so hopefully Sims won't put plates there, because we know how they love to put plates anywhere but on a kitchen table or counter. So yeah, but I'm really glad that they added that update for the base game where now you can like set the sinks for either kitchen or bathroom. That's really great touch. Thank you, Sims team. And yeah, now I'm just doing the other unit here. Pretty basic furnishings, nothing's really customized. I think I barely put any wall art up or anything, since I wasn't really sure who would be living here. But I wanted to make sure that there was something in here in case you did want to move some Sims in. And then I just kind of copied the bathroom over, kept that pretty much the same. And yeah, I did end up using a lot of Horse Ranch stuff. I think it's because I wanted to have a round table in the kitchen, and the best one is from that pack. So then I was like, oh, I'll just use every other item from that pack. So yeah, hopefully you have Horse Ranch if you want to download this. Otherwise, you can just replace it with base game, which is probably what I should have done. I should have just put base game and maybe get together items in this other half. So my next video is probably going to be a bit different than my usual speed builds, just because I ended up losing pretty much all of the footage I had, since my computer had ran out of storage space while I was recording, and I did not realize that it was so close. So that was really disappointing. Luckily, I didn't lose all of the build. I think I only lost like 40 minutes worth of building, so that's also annoying, but not as bad. So I'm still debating if I want to try. I really don't want to go back and rebuild it just for the footage. So I might try to do more of a Let's Build format for this one. But we'll see. I was actually originally going to do more Let's Build sort of formatted videos, but I did not realize just how difficult it was to build and narrate at the same time. So the first one that I tried to do was not good. I think I made it like 10 or 15 minutes into it, and I was like, this is the worst thing. So I'm gonna try it again, and we're gonna see, because I'll probably just do a tour of what I was able to get done before the video, deleted itself, and then maybe just do the rest of it, not live, but more in a Let's Build format. So if that's something you'd like to see, please let me know. I'll probably be trying to, I'll have to get it done before Saturday, but yeah. And now I'm working on the exterior of the build, and each of the units has their own kind of private patio area. I didn't do any furnishing for the left unit on the patio, so you'll have to do that yourself if you want to use that. But yeah, pretty simple overall. I just used trees and bushes and stuff that would match in well with the rest of the area of this part of Windenburg. And I also switched back to summertime so I could see what it would look like when it's not completely covered in snow. So I know it's kind of breaking the immersion a little bit with it being like a wintry, Christmassy build. So apologies about that. But yeah, I wanted to make sure that it looked fine if you downloaded it in a different season. So here we are. But yeah, that next video is going to be a bakery slash cafe with an apartment above it. And I've already got Sims picked out to kind of, live in it or whatever. I mean, obviously you can't like technically live in it if it's a commercial lot, but we're just gonna pretend just for the sake of the build. So I've got that picked out. I'm also planning to do sort of like maybe like a toy store slash flower shop, maybe like 2 separate stores in the same lot. And these 3 are all kind of in the same square here. I've already demolished the other 2 lots there. And then I think I'm gonna try to do some sort of like church or like wedding venue sort of thing. There's a really nice lot kind of in this area of Windenburg that is kind of like overlooks the river and everything, and I think that'd be a really great place for it. So that is the plan for this little mini series that I'm doing. And then I think after that I'll be back to doing some of the Sims 2 builds that I need to finish up for Veronaville here in Windenburg. And now I'm just finishing up by doing the lighting for the lot. I use quite a few of these outdoor lights on the actual walls of the outside of the build, and then a couple of street lamps, and I tried to use some more industrial looking lights inside, like the one from the Industrial Loft kit, and I used one from Cottage Living that I thought worked really well, surprisingly. It just has kind of like that more rustic look to it that fit in pretty well. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. But that is going to wrap it up for me. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I know there's a million things you could be doing, so I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. That really helps a lot. And subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thank you so much. Have a great day.